Hey girl, hey, how's it going?
Hi, Miss Mims. Wow, that was not what I was expecting. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. Well, I thought I would try something different with this podcast than our other podcast, Baking Sugar, a Designing
Because this
Women
is a more
podcast.
because it's like a more sophisticated podcast, I guess,
Is
or
that
is
what
that what
this
it is?
is? Is that what this is?
I don't know. It's got Angela Lansbury, so I assume it racks up our sophistication points a couple of points.
I maybe? Maybe? Oh, good God, you're frozen. What? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. Dear listeners, I just want to let you know that last when we put out a baking sugar this past week, we had so many technical difficulties. I apologize for the audio for that one here. I'm not going to apologize for it there, but I'm going to apologize to a totally different group of listeners.
Why are we laughing? It's terrible.
It's horrible. I don't know. But we're hoping it doesn't happen today. But if it does, dear listeners,
Oh
it
man.
it does. It does. Oh God. Well, so how are you doing, Maim? You know, I think we can do just a quick little intro every time. So how are you
Sure.
doing, Maim? Also, I need a little fizzy water.
Oh, not a
It's
little fizzy water.
vintage. It's vintage.
Oh, are you kidding? Okay, how am I? Man, that's a lot of pressure.
Okay, I'll only ask you yes or no questions like a child. Did you go to school today?
No, mommy, I went to work today. Actually, I had to do that. I would rather be at school with my friends, though.
Well, you don't have any, so there's
That's true,
that.
actually. That's true. I just have you, mommy. Just you.
That's.
Forever. So yeah, no, today's actually been so I made a mistake. I will full
Join the club.
transparency. I mean I make them all the time, but full transparency. I really should have taken Monday off after the whole everything that happened for Halloween weekend, and I'm still recovering. I woke up
Oh,
today
yeah.
like realizing it's like I really should have taken a day off to rest because every morning I wake up I feel like I'm having to like start at like 30% and I barely make it to 60% by
I
the end of
mean,
the
if
day.
you just asked somebody who's done it before, they would have told you to do that. Like one of us.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you used to be a drag queen.
I used to be a drag queen. Now I'm a drag goddess.
It's true. It's true. I've seen the temple. I've seen the temple.
It's very small, but it's got
So
a nice interior.
it's so small, but it's well done. Who knew that modern could go so well inside of a temple? I didn't. I did
oh,
not.
oh, God. I think it's time to get into this episode.
I'm
This
down. I
is
think it's exciting.
this is season 1, episode 2,
Yes.
Murder of Sherlock Holmes, part
Part
2.
two. Which I, by the way, if you look on IMDb, they don't even split this into two. They
Yeah,
only have it as one episode.
yeah. Mr. Mims was like, "Why didn't you guys just do these two together?" And I was like, "That's effort, and that's an
And
hour
they're
and a half
long. That's
long of."
Yeah, that's a lot to cover. We'd have to. I mean, plus we need the cliffhanger.
That's right. That's right. We had a cliffhanger, which
Yeah.
so it starts off again with the iconic typing. It starts with iconic typing,
Yeah. Ooh,
and
that
then
typing.
and did
Those
you
fingers.
notice? Did you notice the images changed a little?
Yes.
We're using a fisheye lens around them now. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We're getting fancy with it. Na 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 na. Don't co-sign. Please don't co-sign.
So let me tell you. So I was making plans with somebody today, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it or not, do the plans or not. So I just replied with the video. Let me think about it. You tell you
What just happened? What was
Let me
that?
think about it. I'm not stroking out, but I did skip the recap. Did you skip the recap?
No, I like those. So for me, I was like, let's just watch it again. Because it's fun. For me, I like recaps on two-parters because it's fun to see what they thought was relevant.
Okay. then let's do a quick recap. Maxendale. That's right. I was right about the name.
You were.
Is dead.
He's still dead. Yep.
We don't know who killed him.
No.
The captain was sent a private eye. And that's Maxendale.
Grady was arrested, but then let go.
Right. Ashley's a whore.
Oh, she's not a full-on sex worker.
Sorry, Mrs. Vickers.
Mrs. Vickers.
Mrs. Vickers.
Mrs. Vickers.
These names, Vickers.
Hey, girl, hey.
How much better would it have been had it been like RuPaul?
Oh, man, that would have been so perfect.
I mean, we do have a couple of guest stars in here in this episode. We've got two very important guest stars.
Oh, I actually wrote down 3 very important guest stars.
We'll get to them as we go.
So we'll see who you identified, and we'll see who I identified.
I mean, one of them is a pretty big deal.
Yeah. Well,
and the other one's Stan Spornak.
I wrote down in my notes, all capital, Stan, and exclamation mark.
But we're getting to that. Right now, we're in a cab.
We are in a cab.
and Giles is giving Jessica his word that Grady will not go to jail. Yeah, he bought the best defense lawyer. And we found out that Jessica had actually been up in Maine, and Kit brought her back because she just couldn't, she was over it. She could not handle it. Her love for Giles was not that deep because he's a deeply boring man.
He's so boring. It's so boring. I hate you right now.
Just so you know, Maim, as anytime I'm drinking my vintage brand sparkling water, I'm going to need you to keep talking.
Where did you buy that, by the way?
Lowe's Food, grocer of North Carolina, based in Winston-Salem.
Oh, okay. That's why I'd never heard of it. I was like, what is that? But, okay, so can I just say, why? Okay, I am all for Angela Lansbury finding love, right? But geez Louise, couldn't they have given her more interesting love interest? Even Gunderson was more interesting than Giles was. A little bumpkin county sheriff and Jessica. That'd be amazing.
She's British.
Is she?
And Angela Lansbury British?
Is she supposed to be British in the show?
I mean, no, she's supposed to be a Mainer, but
I wasn't sure. When you said that, I wasn't sure.
You know what? Let me make sure she was born in England. I'm pretty sure. Oh my God. Watch it.
Because there's nothing really that different about her accent between when she's over there versus over here.
She is an American British Irish actress. She was born in London, but most of her stuff was here.
What do you mean most of her stuff?
Like her life.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that.
Oh, vintage.
Okay. Well, I'll accept that answer. I'll accept that answer. That's fine.
So, so what were you gonna say? What were you gonna say? You keep going. I apologize.
No,
I
I'll
didn't mean
accept
to
that
interrupt
answer. No, it's fine. I don't know. There's something about the fact that, I mean, it's not really. She's just playing herself. I realize that now. Upon the rewatch of this show, that the real Angela Lansbury and this character, they're the same person.
So they depart the cab, and or Giles departs the cab at his business, his Mr. Business place.
He's such a businessman.
And he's like, cabby, take her to her hotel. And he leaves, and she's like, no, take me to Bayside Yacht Club, where we can go see Zach Morris.
No. At first, he's like, driver, how many places are there in this area with Bay next to their name? And then we had to listen to, and I wrote into the notes, great, we had to have a New Yorker moment where we had to listen to him say Bay things over and over again, just so he could emphasize that accent of his.
Oh, the most New York thing. So a little bit later, the least New York thing and the most New York thing happen back to back, and I will be sure to point those out. So we're at Bayside High, and Screech and Lisa are there at the Max eating. He died, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Who was that one who replaced Jessie Spano? Don't you remember when Kelly and Jessie went away?
Yeah. So the one that was like Bobo Joe from The Facts of Life. That one?
Yeah, the lesbian.
Yes. I don't remember her name. Tawny, I think it was, or something like that.
Her name is Tawny. Tawny. Tawny.
I don't know. I wonder if they brought her back for the reboot.
Did you ever watch? God. Did you ever watch California Dreams?
Oh my gosh, yes. The little short guy had a huge crush on him.
Oh my God, the gross one? Yeah, me too. Oh, he was so hot. So hot. So hot. So, the captain's on a boat.
He is, which is appropriate because he's a captain.
I know. And he doesn't like Gunderson. We find that out.
Yeah, he's been trying to get Gunderson fired for the last 6 months.
So, we find out what his business actually is. He owns chowder houses, and he set up the person looking for the he set up a little ploy to get the culprit who was stealing information from these chowder houses by putting out some fake information about chowder houses. Chowder houses.
Every time you say it, it's like you've been waiting your whole life.
Chowder houses. Dear listeners, I would like to interrupt and mention that we have a Patreon. Patreon.com/YouSlayMe. However, that comes later. Anyway.
That's your Patreon bonus right there.
But I will also accept sponsorships from chowder houses.
Oh my God, please sponsor us, chowder houses.
If you know of any chowder houses that need me to say that, I will gladly do it and leave Maim behind.
If not a sponsorship, just send us your best recipe for lobster stew. Take
wild lobsters, not a bisque. Stew.
I don't know.
Stew.
I wrote down 3 question marks. I was like, what?
That's at the very end of this episode. But still, lobster anyway. What is... We have not been drinking, dear listeners. Or at least I haven't been.
I've only had Dr. Pepper.
Oh, God. So Jessica asked the captain, Who was the killer after? I'm just giggled myself with my Angela Lansbury. It's so good. It's dead on.
Oh my gosh.
So the captain says, no, it was 25 feet away. You could see who you were killing. You couldn't see who you. I don't remember. You could or could not. You could not.
No, could not see who you were
because
killing.
It was dark outside. It was a very dark night.
Mm-hmm.
And we also find out the captain's an utter asshole because he's leaving Louise nothing in the will.
Bitch, I was so mad.
And she knows it, so there's no reason for her to kill him.
I was so mad. I was like, you, sir, are a piece of dog doo-doo. How dare you? No wonder she's an alcoholic. No wonder.
So now,
anyway, this is one of my favorites, right? It's because this is when Angela, she realizes that, oh no, Ashley must be the culprit. So now we have to get the dirt on Ashley. So come on, Grady, we're gonna go break into a building.
So yes, they go back to the hotel real quick. She's running late. It's 7:30. 7:30. And then they're like,
so
okay.
Late.
Or no, it's 6. It's 6, and they were going to meet back at 7.
They said, what time does the office close? And Grady's like, I don't know, 7:30?
Yes, so they're going to go break in because Miss Vickers did it.
I'm so glad that Grady, though, does give like a little moment of like, this is ridiculous. When he's like, oh yeah, I guess we'll just tack on breaking, entering to my murder in one sentence.
Yeah. So now we're at the office. A thoroughly modern 80s office. For chowder houses.
For chowder house? No, they're the publishing place. No, this is the chowder place.
This is the chowder place. This is the captain's chowder place. Did you not see the little? It was all very modern except for the one wall. The one wall of seafaring stuff.
No, I know what you're talking about. I was getting Grady confused with Grady's girlfriend who works for the publishing place.
I gotcha.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was like, wait, I thought Grady is the girlfriend that we didn't really see much of in this episode until the end.
Yeah. So they're in the office. Jessica's like, I'm going to go to Ashley's office. You look in the computer to find out things.
I wrote down sneaking around ... ominous music.
Yeah, I put in snooping music.
They don't make snooping music anymore. It's awful.
They don't. So she goes around to Ashley's office and she looks at this file cabinet that's black onyx that lifts from the top. And I'm
actually, it doesn't match the decor on the rest of the office at all.
And I'm like, who has a filing cabinet that lifts from the top that's made out of like stone? Like,
I thought it was hot. I thought it was hot. It did not go with the rest of the office. And on top of that,
there's an elevator.
Oh no! Who's coming?
Ashley!
Oh no!
Ashley, who slept her way to the top, as it says right here.
You love pointing that out, don't you? You just love it.
You did it last time, so I figured I would this time. Hide, Jessica, hide! Oh.
And man, that orchestra, that CBS studio orchestra, they are laying it on thick at this point with those strings. Like, they are ratcheting that tension up.
Yes. There's the world's largest spreadsheet in that file. Leather-bound spreadsheet in there.
Oh man, there's so much about this that I'm like, gosh, this was a long time ago now.
So Ashley takes it out and she walks over to the closet where Jessica's hiding.
She's about to open the door.
A phone call.
I think it was actually an executive washroom.
Ooh, executive.
I thought about the episode where Mrs. Slocum got access to the executive stuff and she got power hungry.
Dear listeners, if you have never watched Are You Being Served?
That should be our third podcast.
Oh my God. Chanson de Oh,
now,
God.
mind you, this is how our podcast usually gets started. Is because we'll be like, "Oh, remember how much we love that thing? Let's do a podcast on it."
Oh
So,
my God!
you
I
never
don't.
know. You
never know. And those are only like 20 minutes long.
Yeah, they're short.
Speaking of British comedy, are you watching Ghosts on HBO?
Ghost? I don't know.
Ghosts. Ghosts.
Is it gay ghost?
No, it's about
You put a
it's
lot
a
of
comedy.
S's there.
It's a
Yeah.
it's.
You don't normally take that long. So that was really satisfying. You never take that long to recognize those. That was so satisfying. But no, I'll start. It's British, but it's on HBO Max.
It's on HBO Max. The American version is on CBS. The American version just started.
They've already done an American version of it?
Yeah, well, it's 3 seasons long so far.
But still, it's still currently on right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, there's a phone call. There's a phone call.
Who is it?
We don't know. But the person. But Ashley says.
Ashley got away from Jessica, though, right?
Ashley did get away from Jessica.
Oh,
but she says on the phone, I want no part of murder.
Is she British now, too? Why is everybody
Just wait till Grady has a Pip voice. Consider yourself. Oh, mate.
Auntie Jess, I don't want to do this anymore.
Auntie Jess, why am I a murderer?
They're going to do terrible things to me when I go to prison. I'm just a wee little man. I'm such a wee little man.
Ashley leaves because she's going to go meet the person.
Oh, okay, good.
And Jessica runs after her.
Literally. That's
so.
This is when they should mark it at the very bottom of the screen. Angela Lansbury's fitness video. They should always put that down as a little ticker on the bottom of the screen for people to actually go and watch it. If you'd like to be an octogenarian running like this too, watch Angela Lansbury's video.
So Ashley gets on a bus downstairs.
I wrote down, by the way, I said on a bus? I put a question mark like, really?
So now the most and the least New York thing happens. The least New York thing. The bus that's behind it is on time and running smoothly. The most New York thing. When she goes to pay, it's exact change only. And the woman behind is like, I'll give you 75 cents for $1.
By the way, that's the one that you didn't catch.
What?
Somebody that was also iconic, and you've already forgotten who she was.
Who?
That was the actress that played Mama Fratelli in The Goonies.
Oh, I have not watched The Goonies since I was like 6.
It didn't leave a permanent impression on your brain?
Not really. It was okay. I know I'm in the minority, which is funny because I'm not one.
You're one of one.
one of one. I'm like 1% one. and then there's the homosexuality. But there.
Trust me, you don't want to join the 99% club, buddy. You don't.
Are you in that club?
I guess I'm like more of a 60% club.
Anyway, where are we at with this? Oh, the next page.
Yes, our next, like our 3 big iconic things all happen like one after another.
And the bus driver is Stan Spornak. Do you think this is how we got the money to pay for Dorothy and the kids?
This is it. We get to see what Stan was actually up to this whole time.
Oh, God.
I got so excited when I saw him. I felt almost ashamed of myself how excited I got when I realized who it was.
Stop the bus! Stop the bus! Stop the bus!
Oh, no.
I need to get out! I need to get out! I need to get out!
Lady, hey, lady, it's not time yet.
So she gets out at 3rd and East 17th Street.
They stopped that bus for that white lady.
They stopped that bus for that white lady.
It wasn't even time to stop the bus.
And a black man gets out and starts following her.
What? He's gonna do something so bad to her.
And then
it's the 80s, and he's on the crack.
So she starts walking along, and she gets harassed by 2 white toughs, as they're called, in the credits.
IMDb.
And one of them, in fact, is Andy Garcia,
who is not white.
No, which you would know if you watched Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar. Did you watch it yet?
Not yet. We're diverting from the fact that we're seeing a very young Andy Garcia, who actually was quite handsome.
Oh my God, he still is.
No, but like, I mean, but it's not like, I mean, he's one of those people that like, he wasn't in stuff then.
Yeah. So
like, we really didn't get to see him at like peak youth, and it's like, oh wow, he was very handsome back then.
He pops a blade.
Ooh. Is that a euphemism, girl?
No, there we go. Better. I may have one around here. Hold on. Let me see if I got a blade.
I don't want to see your blade. You better put that away. They're gonna call the police on us. That is that. You know what though? That's true. That blade is so sharp. You can do a cut crease with that blade.
Just can't even with you right now. The black man saves her.
Oh my gosh. So he wasn't like a typical black man in the 80s on the crack.
No, he was in fact an Anthony Bouvier.
Oh, okay.
Which, if you don't know that reference, please listen to Baking Sugar, a Deciding Women podcast, and join us in watching Deciding Women on Hulu.
Please do. Please do.
He loves her novel and says she's a star. And we look back and there's a poster of her with a mustache paint on it, because that's really what they would paint in New York. Not a big old dick on her face, just a little mustache.
I mean, now it would be a dick on her face.
It would probably be that back then. And like, she's laughing and hugging on him.
She literally she's like laying her head on his shoulder and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, it must be the shock of the situation, because she is literally like, Angela, girl, you've been getting a little too close with little.
Wait, we're back at the hotel. We're back at the hotel.
Thank goodness, because he saved her so we could continue on the story.
Exactly. Jessica's carrying up all of the newspapers. She's carrying all of the newspapers.
That's like the one time we get to see Angela Lansbury do some physical comedy.
You dropping that stuff made my dog bark.
Sorry.
Hilarious.
It's my iPad. My notes are on my iPad, so.
Oh goodness.
Shut up.
Where are we at? Oh, and we're making up to the room, and she calls Gunderson.
I wrote down about her calling Gunderson. I said, "Why is she yelling?" Because she just yells the whole time. I was like,
well, he's half asleep. He's half asleep. I remember talking to you while you were still asleep over the phone sometimes.
Oh, that's true, actually.
I'd be talking to you at like 2 p.m. and you'd just be drifting right off back asleep. What? You had sleeping issues. It's okay.
I still have sleeping issues. What are you talking about? I still have them. It's awful. It's like I would never wish on
Gunderson to arrest Ashley.
Whoa. She's kind of jumping to conclusions, isn't she?
She just, Jesus Christ, dog. She I don't know if you can hear her, but she is losing her mind. Yes, arrest Ashley.
Arrest Ashley.
Because she heard a conversation where she basically, was like, I stole the stuff.
Then we also discover
that there's Go ahead. No, you do it.
Last night, Ashley went to see Peter Brill.
Bob. How do we know it was Peter?
Played by Bert Convy.
No, how do we know it was Peter?
Oh, because she said she went to the theater.
No, she didn't go to the theater. Yes, 17th Street. 17th Street is where the theater is.
Yeah.
Yes, but okay, yes. But she didn't actually see her. She just is deducing. We aren't to that fact until this page. So she's like, well, he must be holding auditions. He said he was holding auditions. And she's like, Grady's like, I can't find anything in these newspapers about it. Jessica opens up the newspaper, page 1. It's like, we're going here tomorrow.
Wait. Dear listeners, I just want you all to know that Mims just performed Grady's line like it was written by Tennessee Williams. And I am not ever going to get over that for as long as I live. Complete with the fainting hand on the forehead. And I'm not really sure what we were watching that made you think that, but wow.
My entire life is like a Tennessee Williams play.
It's true. It's true. Sweet bird of youth.
Turn out that light. Turn out that light.
Okay, so then we go to one of my favorite genres of scenes, which is gangster girlfriend singing off key for
my god, so off key.
Do you know how much I love scenes like this? It is literally, and it's always the same. I've seen it a million times. There's always the gangster who looks really eager, and he's like, "Yeah, my girl," and I I just love them so much.
And
sorry.
Yes, and she's like, "Well, that I'll call you."
That means I stink.
Oh God! So he shoos them away.
Yep.
And Jessica in the background, and well, the gangster's like, "You got the dough for this play," and Peter's like, "Oh, got the dough,"
which made me kind of sad, right? Because in an alternate universe, he wouldn't have had the dough, so he would have had to cast that girl in that musical, and that would have been an amazing presentation.
And you just hear Jessica in the background. Just where did you get that dough? Her voice has changed again. Whatever. Angela Lansbury is multitudes.
I just love it because it's like the show just turned into Sweetie Todd.
Meat pies! Get your meat pies!
Then it's just perfect because they're like in a musical with a musical thing, and suddenly she's doing the Sweet Todd voice.
You're cast. You committed a murder. Oh no. So she basically says, I know you and Ashley were together. You this is how you got the money. You've been extorting it. Blah 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 blah. Peter's like, no, and then Ashley appears.
Ashley doesn't give him any time. She gives him no time. No time.
Just like she's up in the mezzanine, and she's like, we did it, but we didn't commit murder.
That's what a murderer would say.
Right?
It's literally what a murderer would say.
End scene, now on boat.
Exactly. Right? It makes a lot of sense.
So we're back at Bayside at the Max. Zach is eating some fries. Mr. Belding is there somewhere. Gunderson is there with the kids, and he received a call.
Oh, jeez.
And he gets stopped by some other cops, and he's like, "I'm a cop. Here's my credentials,"
And they're being real suspicious. They're like, "Oh, we gotta check it. We gotta make sure."
They received a call too, saying there was something to see there.
Oh, that might have something to do with all those drops of blood all over the boat.
I thought they were coffee. But
you thought no, that's blood.
It wasn't red, and it weren't real brown.
I think it's supposed to be dried blood.
Okay.
Because he goes in and he feels it, and because of that, that's why I was like, oh, it must be like blood spots. And so then he sees the trail of them leading to
Yeah.
where.
So they get up to the mast, to the sail, and he's like, hoist the sail, do this, do this. Then some dramatic music plays.
Very dramatic.
And the captain comes rolling out the sail. He's dead.
Oh no, poor Louise. That's all I care about.
Nothing.
Nothing. She gets nothing. We can end the episode now, and I just want to go over to Louise and her lawyer at this point.
Well, luckily we do. But Louise refuses to be interviewed by the press.
Oh, as you should when you're
as
drunk.
You should. So, where are we at now?
So now is when Jessica and Gunderson have their little talk.
That's right. That's
at
right.
At this point, Jessica's like, she's like, I have had it officially. I am going back to Maine. Gunderson's all like, hey, I'm gonna miss you, Jessica.
Yeah, I could always use your help. She offers him some lobster stew. That has to be some tough ass lobster. Only thing I can think. Lobster stew. Is that a thing? I'm gonna Google that real quick. Lobster
stew. I can't with you.
Lobster stew recipe.
So we also get to have a goodbye with Giles. And I love this line that Giles utters when he says, I'm just a pampered rich man who's done nothing for himself. And I literally wrote, boo fucking who? What are you, who wrote this line? Yes. Why are we supposed to feel sympathy for you?
His entire life is on automatic. And Jessica changed it.
Like, I wanted to personally stab him after this little exchange because I was just like, you're a dick.
We do find out that Ashley and Paul confess though.
Oh man, that's really good because then it would just be Jessica's word versus theirs.
Yes. So now we're at the train station.
So wait, hold on. What would they have confessed to? Like stealing the documents?
Yes. That they were extorting money because they extorted a lot of money from him.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't think they were actually extorting money. I thought they were selling his secrets to other people, which was then making him have to pay more money for the property rights for where he wanted to put the businesses.
Still illegal, kind of.
Okay, girl, I don't know. I don't know the first thing about real estate other than this house that I'm living in right now.
But what do you know about chowder houses?
Not a lot, not enough, obviously. Not enough.
Kit's walking her to the train station. The New York Times reporter wants to meet her
nice,
in the morning.
Nice.
And there's going to be a Yale reporter that's going to get on in Boston and interview her all the way up to Maine. That's a long ass trip.
That's
but whatever.
A super long trip.
So Jessica boards the plane.
Yep, Gus is getting on the plane or the train, and she's and our nice little black man is back again.
Yes, he is.
We get to find out that his kid is going to college, so he's not going to be one of the bad ones because it's still the early '80s, and we consider that a thing. So that was nice.
And she opens up the newspaper. She's not feeling the best because there was murders.
There was murders. It's a lot.
So she opens up the newspaper and sees the New York Times reporter's picture, and everything clicks. And she runs off the train. It's like, how do I get a train to New Hovang, this made-up city? The conductor's like, you go down there and you take it to all the way. What should I do with your bags? Send them through, sir!
It's like the way that she did it too is just like so
white
big.
Woman.
So big. It's like Angela Lansbury's like the channeling of every bad Karen's power for good. It's like she just constantly is like, let me off this train, stop this bus, take me here.
So the reporter from Yale calls Giles
Oh, okay.
because Jessica didn't show.
Oh, that's right. She got off the train.
And so Giles looks at the secretary and goes, Mrs. Black's secretary set me up a flight, a chartered flight to at some airport that was not anywhere near. Why didn't he just drive there? By the time he got out of the city with that traffic, he would already be halfway there. So why would he try to get a flight, go all the way over to the airport, which is all the way over there, instead of just going straight on? I don't understand.
I bet you what he did was he probably got a helicopter over to the private airfield where his plane was on standby.
You're right.
You got that much money, you can do the helicopter.
So we're now in New Havang. Jessica takes a cab to the house.
The original house that we started off on.
Yes. And he's like, are you sure you want to go? There was a murder there.
And Jessica's like, I know, I was here.
So she's like, I'll make it worth your while. They get to the house. She asks him to stay. He's like, nah. She's like, I'll make it worth your while if you stay.
She does not do that. Dear listeners, Miss Mims just made her seem like a 1960s hooker.
A little shoulder action.
A little shoulder action. You like it? You like it? You like those varicose veins, baby?
So, it's windy. There's some howling dogs. And then snooping music.
More snooping music.
More snooping music. She gets to the pool. She's looking at all these dials. She's about on the side where the dude was killed.
Yep.
And someone appears.
Who is it?
It's Giles.
What? But I thought he was... What is he doing here?
So Jessica turns around and is like, we're about 25 feet apart. And we can see each other. Giles like, no, it was overcast that night of the murder. That's why nobody could see each other. And then all of a sudden, automatic lights come on.
Yep. Perfect time.
So she then goes through the killer must have known who Maxendale was.
But then no, they thought it was Caleb, because Caleb's murder proved that they were actually after him the whole time.
No, but he could see him now with the lights, because they don't go off until midnight.
Oh no.
Oh yes. We find out that Maxendale knew Giles. There were clues.
What? How did he miss all of those clues?
Maxendale knew who he was because the Count of Monte Cristo, my favorite sandwich.
Speaking of that, sidebar, dear listeners, if you weren't aware, today is National Sandwich Day, so make sure you go and have a sandwich.
Oh, good job, me. I had a turkey sub from Jersey Mike's. Yum, yum.
Nice.
Jersey Mike's, if you want to sponsor us, come on down.
Please do. We love your fresh meat.
I had so much mayonnaise on it. So much mayonnaise.
That's what makes it good, girl.
I know. I love a mayonnaise sandwich.
Every time you hear people down here talk about public subs, that's the reason they're so good. Because those black ladies don't give a single anything. They're just like... And they don't care.
So the telephone call.
Oh, yeah, that.
Giles said the reporter was a him. the reporter.
But that picture was not a him.
It was a her.
Oh, jeez.
So then we find out.
If this happened now, Giles would be like, but are you sure it was a her? Because times are very different now.
It's true. It's true.
You're very presumptuous, Jess. A bit phobic, maybe.
So we find out a story of the ages.
Oh man, this
Maxendale was going to blackmail him because Giles was part of a real estate thing that killed some people. Giles went to jail and escaped
15 years.
For 15 years.
15 years and escaped.
No, don't ask how he made it out because they thought he was dead.
Which means that he killed somebody else to escape.
And then he financially destroyed all of the other people he was with.
By starting a media empire.
And then Giles turns to look at the guns as he explains why he shot him and how he shot him. And
I wrote this down. I said it was a mixture of blind rage and blackmail.
Yes. And so then he also killed the captain because, it seemed like, hey, the dude didn't get the right person, so I need to kill the captain too.
Just to
and nobody liked him anyway, so...
The art of misdirection through murder.
So Jessica, through all this, walks closer to him and turns her back on him.
She's spiraling.
I've got you in danger, girl, written down.
She can't help it. She's spiraling. She cannot help it.
Oh, God. So Giles says, I'm going to talk to Gunderson and admit everything.
Which is the most ridiculous way to end this.
Yes.
This is so, like, if you trace this story and everything this dude has done to preserve the fact that he is who he is, and suddenly he's just like, I'm going to tell Gunderson. No, you would not. You absolutely would not.
So now we're back at the police. Now we're back at the train station. Oh, Jess is finally leaving for good. She's like, Kit, y'all don't get Kit, Grady, don't elope. You're having
Grady's not there yet.
Oh, right.
Remember? Grady's just
no, Kit's not there. Kit's not there.
Yeah,
Grady's
Kit's not there yet. Yeah, and then here comes Kit. Kit's like, Jessica, I've been looking everywhere for you, even though I knew probably where you were at.
Yes, there's been the bodies of 2 wrestlers at Madison Square Garden found in the ring. One was stabbed, and the other was drowned. And then she's leaving, like she's like, don't elope. You're gonna have it at my homestead, whatever.
Yeah, I love you both very much.
And then as the train's going away, she just turns around and goes, drowned. Oh, Maim, this was a mess.
They're all like this. It's gonna be the most fun thing ever. They're all like this.
In Baking Sugar, a Designing Women podcast, we normally ask if we liked the episode. It's going to be one I don't enjoy doing this because this is
they're all ridiculous. They're all ridiculous. Maybe as we get into like when we start getting into like the 200s episodes, they're maybe not as fun because we're starting to get into the 90s and the guest starring roles are not quite as great as they were in the early 80s because those are all those 70s character actors that ate up all the scenery.
Am I crazy in thinking there was a Murder, She Wrote Magnum P.I. crossover at one point?
Probably. Oh, if there was. Oh, I don't remember it, but man, if there was.
Let's Google that real quick.
Looking it up right now. Murder, She Wrote. Oh my gosh. That might be the greatest TV episode of all time. It's called Magnum on Ice.
Yes!
Season 3, episode 8. Oh, Nelly, this is gonna be good.
Tom Selleck everywhere. Oh,
I'm so excited.
Oh God.
And guess who was in this episode?
Who?
Frickin' Jessica Walter.
Oh, rest in power, girl. Rest in
A
power.
young Jessica Walter in their 80s. Oh
Oh.
my goodness.
Oh God! So, what questions do you want to ask? Like what? This is where we need our little shtick of the wrap up because we need to like have a thing we ask or a
Are
something.
you sure? Because I'm pretty sure the audience, dear listeners,
Dear listeners,
if you are listening to this,
I don't know if they are.
We would love if you actually watch the episode to tweet at us at
Yes.
YouSlayMePod on Twitter about who you actually thought the killer really was of the episode, because clearly they had to do a lot of stretching for this one to make a lot of sense here.
Yeah, I actually thought it was. Still thought it was going to be Kit. I really liked that idea, but
I desperately wanted it to be Bert Convey.
Well,
I
he
love
did
Bert
something wrong.
I know he did, but I wanted him to be, because he's always Mr. Good Guy, right? He's always Mr. like, I'm Mr. Nice Guy. I like to host game shows and sing songs and little ditties. I would have loved for him to have like had that moment where he like went from being nice Bert Convey to like, I'm a killer Bert Convey, you know, even still with that fro. I think that would have been amazing.
So, Maim,
yes,
why don't you tell the dear listeners where they can find you, because you have had it.
Oh my God.
Dear listeners, it's only 8 p.m. And Auntie Maim is going to be up for the next 6 hours, regardless of her life. But
I'm going to try to cut it to 5 hours tonight. Just try. I tried last night. Didn't work. It didn't work. So dear listeners,
drink yourself some nice valerian root tea and eat some lobster stew.
Did you say valerian root?
Valerian root tea.
You said Lyrian.
Valerian.
It came out real southern. Valerian root.
Drink you some of that nasty ass tea that makes you go sleep.
That's fine. I'll just take the pills here. I like the pills more. They go down easy. Anyway, dear listeners, so I fucking hate you right now.
Okay, Donna Reed.
Dear listeners, I can be like Donna Reed. I am married to a doctor, so I kind of am like her.
But
dear
like
listeners,
a medical one?
Shut up. Dear listeners, if you're enjoying our little tete-a-tete, please, you can find me on Instagram at auntie.maim. That's M-A-I-M. On Facebook at I'm Your Auntie Maim, one word. You can find me in real life, the real life world. If you're down in Miami or Miami Beach, you can come by Kill Your Idol, which is a club on Miami Beach on Espanola Way. I host amazing colossal karaoke every Thursday night at 8:00, and tell them that Mims and Maim, you came to meet us. It'll just be me, but I can throw my voice.
I'll be there in spirit. She can do the laugh. That's not even how I laugh, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm the divine Miss Mims. Did Harvey Firestein ever do one of these episodes? I need you to look that up right now. But you can find me at Divine Miss Mims on Twitter. You can find this podcast at YouSlayMePod on Twitter. Again, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/YouSlayMe. There, we're going to start up some new, did he do Murder, She Wrote?
Season 9, episode 5. The Dead File.
Oh, great. Anyway, we're starting to set up some goals. Our first goal is to get the ads gone. So if you can, support us there. We're going to set up a Discord where we're going to watch a monthly movie. You'll get a link to that. Eventually, we're going to set up a goal where we'll do the Angela Lansbury exercise thing. We're going to do some things. Maim, Maim, is your face stuck like that? Okay, good.
No, check your Facebook Messenger.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I can't wait for this. Oh goodness. Folks, this is real time. This is oh god, I have to open it because I'm old. It's gonna take a minute. Especially since I was watching TikToks. Oh no. It's like the fattest Mr. Sheffield.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. Oh man, there's so many seasons we gotta get through first.
He is such a bear.
He is the original bear. He really is.
God. All right, Maim. I think we've done it this evening. What do you think?
Oh gosh, I am. I have had the time of my life tonight, and this is just what I needed to keep me going until I take my antidepressants. I appreciate it.
Well, on that note, say goodbye, Maim.
Goodbye, babe.
Bye, y'all.